Hi everyone, this is Aaron. I just want to show off a health system I made. Um, yeah, let's get right to it. Alright, so I'm in Unreal Engine, of course. I guess I'll show you inside. So, um, I was working on 3 different blueprints. I got the actor component, and I got the widget blueprint. This is for the bar. And of course, third-person character. So I'm gonna show you the actor component. Alright, so this is the default event graph. You get to this is I'll show you this part. This is pretty much for to take the damage health. The logic for the damage health. Function. It's a function pretty much, and the damage that comes in out of here. Yeah, out of here. If the player is not dead, it's a shootout. False. False. Okay. And then it'll pretty much activate this, which is pretty much it's the incoming damage. Takes the current health, subtract the incoming damage, pass it on to a clamp, which had the maximum health is whatever the max health of the character. And it'll set it as the next current. And this is for functionality where if the player current health equals 0, if the player health equals 0, it'll trigger death. And if it don't equal 0, it will just return to no. It's just a special condition if the player is dead or not. I haven't done nothing in the death logic yet. Alright, this is pretty much the healing, the opposite of think of damage. In the function, when the AC health system takes in healing, it'll take the player current health, add it the heals, current health plus the heals, go to a float instead as the current health, and returns. Alright, so I'm gonna show you the main event graph. Okay, here, this right here, I had as absolutely no help. I just made this myself completely. I wanted a feature where the character regenerate health like in the newer games. Here I pretty much like the damage health and the heal health. I pretty much self-built all this, and then when I got stuck, I looked on like Chat GPT. This section right here is all built for myself. I needed it for. Oh, I can't see. Oh, the light's off. I needed it for the health regen. Alright, I'll go back. So pretty much that part I showed you for the health regen, it triggers this right here, which helps reset the timer and all that. Yeah, this looks pretty complex, and it's probably not the most optimized. Probably a better way to build this regeneration system, but a lot less logic. Now I'm still trying to get better at blueprinting, but this is pretty much what I made now. And of course, this is the widget. This is the bar that pops over the character. The logic that handles it. States the bar when the health change from the AC component. And of course, since it's a actor's component, I can attach it to my actor. This right here is the actor's AC health system. And right here, and on the right side in the details panel, I can set his current health, max health, I gotta actually make this active regen private. I mean that has regeneration. So this, if I connect to an enemy that doesn't have regeneration, I could turn it off. If I put on a player that has regeneration, I could turn it on, pretty much. And this is settings for the regeneration amount. So the amount that it regenerates by. So maybe it regenerates by 7. You can set it to 5. You can set it to 10, which would be a lot. This is the regeneration health time rate. So every 0.5 seconds, it will regenerate this amount up here. Regen health start delay. So pretty much when you take damage, this will kick in after 2 seconds after you take damage. This is set to 2, then it'll start the regeneration. You set it to 5, it'll take 5 seconds after you get damage for a set. So that's all the settings for generation. The amount, the time it regenerates per sec, you know, time it regenerates, a second, half a second, up to you, and a delay for the generation to kick in. I got all that customized. This right here is pretty much the floating health bar component. So we can show the floating health bar. I added a floating health bar widget and all that. Like I said, probably not the most optimized, but it's what it is for now. It works. Yeah. So after all this, let me show you what it looked like. So pretty much, yep, character. It's a damage box in front of me. As you see, when I hit the damage box, my HP pops up. Boom, boom. Every time I hit the damage box, I lose HP. Smooth, right? Right? Now watch when I walk off. 2 seconds after I walk off, I start regenerating HP based on the settings I have. Cool, right? And once it's filled, it disappears. And you can go back and you can do this. Let's say you go to halfway health this time. 2 seconds later, it'll regenerate health. Once it's filled up, it'll go right back. Doesn't matter. Error free. All errors gone. Alright, watch this. Now I'm gonna change the settings under my third person character. Health system. Let's say we regenerate. Let's get a fast regeneration. Right? But smaller amount. Let's say regenerate 3 every 0.3 seconds in a 6-second startup delay. Alright? So the settings change. You see the regeneration act differently. So once I stop taking damage, 6 seconds later, it should pop up and regenerate. Look at that. Totally different than the other generation, right? Very fast. Small amount stuff. Alright. And how I set it up too is that every time I take damage, it resets the delay. So like the delay of the regeneration. Every time you get hit, it resets the generation. So that regeneration will only happen once you stop getting damage for that amount of time. So the amount of 6 seconds. Stop getting, it will keep resetting the delay. For a set for 6 seconds, you get hit, it'll reset it back to 6. It'll set it at 6. It'll keep doing that until you actually stop receiving damage for 6 seconds. And then it'll kick in. I got all the bugs like that. Let's try something different. One more, and I'll call it a day. Let's try a 1 second delay, so it should be instantly. Regeneration rate 2 seconds. And let's say we regenerate for 10. I should just make it 3. Oops. Alright. 3 seconds. So it should instantly kick in the regeneration after I stop receiving damage, but it has a slower regeneration rate, but the heal amount of the regeneration is large. How it behaves. So the bar should instantly pop up after I start receiving damage. Alright, once it hits to 0, I'm gonna start receiving damage and watch what happens. Kicks right in. Boom. Cool, right? See, this seems more like an actual game. Every 3 seconds, I get 10%. It's max health. So yep, that's my regeneration system. I hope y'all like it. I'm not. I've been practicing for about a couple months, probably like 6 months, 6 to 7 months. And so I'm still a novice technically. 7 months get you the basics and get you a grasp of actually building stuff somewhat, but it's still so much to learn. If like, you want to build big systems. But yep, that's my regeneration. I got more stuff to come. I like it.